I know. Finished like usual. I've been actually not really doing a lot. I just reset my machine, not really doing much around there. Things had calmed down, even though there were events when these things happen. The big improvement was really around the 10th, big amplification and all that. And the amplifications before it, it's very strong. Amplification and all that. Like usual on the sevens and around that. And this is 10 years after my ministry began, and that sign that happened back then that was extremely rare, the hybrid eclipse, the echo, and all this other stuff happened exactly 10 years later. And I started to amplify things on the 19th again, because I was done resetting. I come up with some ways to improve it a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna start with those events because you see how I'm having these big breaks. Literally, as soon as I started up again, these amplifications, it just fall out of the sky, little flares, halo flares, double flares when they were relatively small G2 storms, G3 storms, all that kind of stuff all of a sudden out of nowhere, and then this, what is it called? A crown, it's like some kind of crown flare that comes out of the clouds and stuff like that. Let me see, what did I put in here? I know I already searched it. I believe it's called crown flash. Oh, okay. It's called a crown flash. And I predict the last one that happened that he mentions on his page in this video. He said it was on the 14th. What's 14th? 7 plus 7. I've been telling you I watched the 7s and 11s and all that. And I remember that one. I remember doing it. I remember the first time it happened. It was just like, watch what's going to happen. It was like this big nuclear-looking explosion over in the Russia area. And then it looked like God was like waving at people. I think I actually did it more recently than the one he's talking about 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure I did it more recently than that. He doesn't see everything. Nobody does. And guess I'll just get into it.
What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I want to share with you guys a rare warning issued by NASA. NASA says falling satellite poses a risk of harm on planet.
Ask yourself, does that really look like debris? No, it looks like a big asteroid broken up into many pieces, or several asteroids coming in as a group that were in the tail of something. Does it look like debris to me? Like, this is what asteroids and stuff like that look like when they're coming in. I've already showed you this in the past. Like really, really dense groups of them. They're just using this as a cover story. And it's supposed to happen on the 19th, you see? It's supposed to, watch.
Planet Earth, article dated April 18th of 2023.
At 4:28. 4:28. Told you watch this 4s, 2s, 4:20. Remember, that's when the eclipse happened. And, it's all this other stuff. I told you watch the 7s as well. I mean, the 8's got to be 1 too because of my birth month. But you'll see this stuff over and over again, like 2 witnesses. You'll see the 11, which is the 2 witnesses, 2 candlesticks.
Over here at spaceexplored.com. And the event that they're talking about is supposed to occur today on April 19th.
Yep.
Sometime today, somewhere on Earth, but that's the big mystery. They don't know where. And if it does come into the atmosphere above a populated area, this is what you could see in...
Give me a break. Give me a break. There ain't no way it would look like that. It would come in like an asteroid and just blow up. That's multiple objects. And they're up there way too long. Way too long. I'm not gonna listen to this dude's bullshit, man.
19th. But there is a window of 16 hours that this thing could come in on either side of that 9:30.
9:30 p.m.
the estimate. So be on the lookout, especially right now until the end of the day. More than likely, this will come into the atmosphere over the ocean somewhere, but if it does not, and it comes into the atmosphere above land, especially a populated area, have your cameras ready because the sky could
look like that. But it's a cover story. It's events in the heavens that I'm triggering, and they're just trying to cover it up. I've already shown you how they tried Elon. His Starlink thing is an impersonation of the angels of heaven. Like, remember how I showed you the angels of heaven actually powering up, and going all these different directions and stuff like that, and being way more numerous than the Starlink train? The cover story. They don't got nothing like this stuff.
It looks something like that. You may also want to have your cameras ready if you're down in the southern hemisphere in Australia or Indonesia tomorrow on the 20th.
Think about it. What happened on the 19th / the 20th? They set up the SpaceX thing. They got plucked out of the sky, remember? They're probably trying to get a cover story. Like going on in like a couple of different ways, like
just a few hours away, there's going to be a rare solar eclipse. They're calling this a hybrid eclipse. It's a combination of a annular eclipse and a total eclipse. Once again, visible from Australia and down here in Indonesia tomorrow on April 20th. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent by Kyle S. out of Virginia. Spectacular double-decker rainbow and the sky.
Think about it. That's right where I live. I'm in the DMV area. That's why you get a lot of this stuff happening over here.
I was a very bright purple and pink when he took that photo.
Purple and pink, just like, you see how it's been calm? Watch what happens on the, it's starting to kick up right there on the 19th because of what I did. It starts to kick up. But watch the 21st on the next video when I kick it up even more. Because the first day was really like a test. Remember the purple? Remember how he said it was purple? That reminded me of this. And I literally just saw this video right when he brought this up. I think this is actually an old video, but this is like right near my area again.
Holy shit!
Like, why didn't anybody talk about this? It's the same kind of purple sky. That should be people's reaction, what he said.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Look at the whole fucking, everything's purple. Every fucking thing.
Holy shit!
I think this was last year. In July, my mom's birthday month.
Holy shit!
Oh, this is the day before my grandma died. This is literally the day before my grandma died. Oh my God. This is literally the day before.
Holy shit!
And when my grandma passed, the Earth's core stopped later on that month.
Holy
On the 11th. On the 11th. I told you I watched the 7s and 11s.
fuck!
Pretty sure it's the 11th.
Holy shit!
Not the 11th, but July. Yeah, this is, my grandma died like literally
Holy
on the 4th. So this is like the night of like the 2nd or the 3rd. He called it right now, so it was either that day or the day before. This is like right before my grandma passed away. This is when those storms came through. Those huge storms. And I started to really attack the enemy and all this shit. And I hit their with the Georgia Guidestones with my Thunderbolts. And I called it back then. I was like, time's gonna be no longer, man.
Out of Virginia, coming over here to the Space Weather Prediction Center, looking at the GOES X-ray plugs. No major solar flares in the last 72 hours. Looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, one of the sunspots is shrinking, the other one's maintaining the same size. This active region down here below the equator is also shrinking, so the Earth-facing side of the sun is starting to get a little quiet.
They always do that. They start real strong on the other side, blasting all this shit. We only get like the residue. Heaven gets most of it. I believe it's being used in the war in heaven. Also, you know, Earth's just not as strong as heaven. Heaven's able to absorb the energy. The flesh is weak, the spirit is strong. Yep.
Coming over here to poweroutage.us, right?
But also, like I set it up so it wouldn't hurt Earth. It repels. The magnetic field repels, not attracts. Attraction is dielectric.
Right now, the power outage situation without electric graphs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, all in all, pretty quiet, nothing major. A small island east of Madagascar, slightly north and east of Madagascar, known as Mauritius Island. I received video footage a while ago of something unusual that was observed from that island
Let me guess,
in
the
the
11.
nighttime sky. And here's the
I
video
remember
that
this
was
one.
shared with me, and I'm simply going to share the video with you guys. I've never seen anything quite like this. In the nighttime sky, very bizarre observation. And these folks live here on this small island, and they've never seen anything like this in the nighttime sky. And what makes this even more bizarre, it was in the sky for over 6 hours. And this is in 4K, what you're looking at here. The
Yep.
video was submitted by...
Called it. 11-11, baby. Told you watch those 11s. The synchronicity, man. That's why you get these, what they call unknown or unexplainable aerial phenomena, UFOs. Because really these are powers, signs, and great wonders. You know, like, that's why the heavens declare God's handiwork. That's why when I was born, there was Halley's Comet in 85. Why when Abraham came, there was a great comet. And when Jesus came, there was also Halley's Comet. Let's see what else we got here. Just basically talks about that more. I'm not really too pressed over that. I just wanted to show you the object coming in. It gets a lot more interesting, believe it or not. A whole lot more interesting. I had God do his waving before, and there was that nuclear explosion over there by Russia or whatever, looking in the sky. It's really sky that is hiding these nuclear blasts, these nuclear sized blasts. They're not probably nuclear. Maybe they are atomic though, because atomic weaponry is multifaceted. It doesn't have to be a nuclear bomb. It's just on the atomic energy level, which is on a higher scale than most energy that we typically work with. But I already know the kind of stuff angels work with. It's not just like some physiological thing. It's the dielectric power, and the dielectric power doesn't fade. You know, they ride around up in the heavens for free, just riding around the ether. That's what they do.
Received from Tommy what I'm describing as bizarre behavior
Look at this.
in the sky, and it truly is. Honestly, this is hard to even describe
Called it.
what we're seeing here. It's just absolutely bizarre.
I called it again. I got God waving to people. I take a big break, and I do a really improved, amplification. And then even after taking a break, things calm down, right? He just showed you that, right? And then boom, God's waving y'all the day I do it. Out of the clouds of glory. You can see the glory all over the cloud. Look at the luminance. It's like there's something brighter in the cloud than the sun itself. The sun is not located right there. The sun is like a little bit to this, like somewhere else. Like that is something else that is doing that. And I really want to take a screenshot of this like right now, because I couldn't find this video, and like forensically break it down, because there's something up there clear as day. I might do that in the next video though.
Video footage submitted by Tommy from 4/19 of 2023. Watch up here on
Give me
top
a
of that
break.
cloud. You're going to see what looks like a, right there, see that? Unreal. Looks like a whip up there in the sky. Some sort of a light whip or a rope or something that's moving very quickly back and forth. Just super bizarre. How about that? That's known as crown flash. I don't know who named it. I hadn't heard of it until like 2018. Didn't even know a phenomenon like this was even out there.
Look at the
And
glory.
Still don't quite understand how this all works. And every time I look at this, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the physics behind this, on how all this works up here on the cloud tops. What looks like a lightsaber or something whipping back and forth on top of those clouds. Just doesn't look natural, you know what I mean? That is just, again, super, super bizarre. So that's the original video.
Can't you see the person sitting down? There's all those people sitting up there on top of the throne. And then that thing that's moving back and forth is one of them. It's the candlestick. You see how he turns into a candlestick and he shoots right back? Like, it's my spirit, bro. It's flexing, man, but people are just too stupid to get it.
Video, all I did was zoom in. Here I zoomed in even
Watch, you're gonna
closer
sit
to
down,
get
and
a
then
closer
boom.
view of this rare sky phenomenon
Sits down,
that
and
you
then boom.
just don't see very often, and you don't really hear about it very often. It's so incredibly rare. I mean, how do you describe that?
You can
Almost
see the figure, the second figure that's like on that string. That he sits down and he shoots right back forward. And
looks
there's
like
other
a
ones.
white rope of some sort. Just doesn't look natural at all. Here it is in a inverted format, and it gives you a little different perspective of what's going on up there, even though we don't really know exactly what's going on. It looks like light jumping around.
I
playing
can't help it.
leapfrog on top of the cloud up there.
I'm gonna
That
do the
looks like
forensics.
a rope of some sort, or a long hose just kind of protruding from the top of the cloud for unknown reasons. How did it even get there? You know what I mean? Just super weird. Going back to 2018, this is the video.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has these other ones to show you. I want to show you the forensics on it, but oh
that
well,
was
let's go.
sent by Jeff out of Independence, Missouri, who was at a stoplight, and he happened to notice some unusual behavior over here on top of the clouds from Independence, Missouri. And watch as he rolls through this intersection.
Not
here,
what
you're
I
going
said to
see
do.
the light, like the
I told her to go back. Let's see what time it was. Does he show the date?
How did it even get there? You know what I mean? Just super weird. Going back to 2018, this is the video that was sent by
No
Jeff
date.
out of Independence, Missouri, who
Just
was
the
at
year.
a stoplight, and he happened to notice some unusual behavior over here on top of the clouds from Independence, Missouri. And watch as he rolls through this intersection here, you're going to see the light, like the first video we saw, start bouncing around on top of the clouds. It just looks totally unnatural. You ask yourself, how is that even occurring? Just super weird. That's the only way I know how to describe it. Just super bizarre.
And then ask yourself, why is it so luminous? Like there's another sun, like suns over there, when the sun is over on the right. You see that? The sun is clearly over on the right. Unless that's just another luminous object. It's just like with the other one. You would think they're the sun. There's something from the sun, but they're a part of it. They're a part of the light. They're along the edges. I see it now. They're along the edges of the other firmament. You can see it. It's the halo. It's the sun dog. They're within that. They're inside of one of the outer firmaments, reaching towards us.
Clouds. It just looks totally unnatural. You ask yourself, how is that even occurring? Just super weird. That's the only way I know how to describe it. Just super bizarre, very rare. You do not see this often at all. I've only seen a handful of videos of this phenomenon my entire life. Did you see the light there bouncing around up on top of the cloud? Watch, you're going to see it again, and then I'm going to put this one in an inverted format, and you'll be able to see it really good. I uploaded this video 5 years ago, April 14th of 2018, and this is out of Independence, Missouri. Jeff,
When?
this one in an inverted format, and you'll be able to see it really good. I uploaded this video 5 years ago, April 14th of 2018, and this is
April what? April 14th. Told you. That's 5 years, halfway through the decade. And exactly a decade ago, I started my ministry, and that's the last time this hybrid eclipse happened. And in these hybrid eclipses, the sun turns into blood. The sun and the moon turn to blood. Only on these eclipses. See? You see how it's blood? It looks like blood. Look at that. You see? Towards the bottom, like it's dripping blood. And all on that side. This is the only eclipse that does that. It has been marking out my ministry since it began. And then it happened 5 years, halfway through my ministry. I'm trying to imagine what happened then. That's when I started my my BitChute page in 2018. That was when I first started my BitChute page. Because they took down my first page. Damn, I was already up there without even really taking much time. 3 years ago. Let me just go back to my videos. It's gonna take a while to go back, but I'm gonna pause it so I can just speed that up for y'all. Now I'm wondering if it was 2018. I know I'm like right at the beginning of my page now. No, it was 2020 when I began this. No, 19. I sworn it was 18. Oh well. 2018, what was I doing? I think. I don't even know. This one I was when I started my page though. Trying to figure out the connection with that. The only way I would know is if I look at my regular YouTube page. Like I think that's probably, it might have been when I made that. Like, because I had to make a whole nother YouTube page. Let me see. Don't remember quite. I wonder if it'll tell me straight up right here when I made this page. Yep, 2018. I knew it. It wasn't that one, it was this one. You kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? July. That's literally when something in this video, I forget that was big, happened. No, that was, damn, that's crazy because that's when my grandma passed. It was July, but it was on the 4th, right? This is the 24th. And it's like certain years before. That's interesting. Wow. I knew it was when I started one of my pages. I just knew it. So that's what that was marking out. My original page is like really, I had it for a long time, and then I started to make stuff around 2013. That's 5 years before that. Wow. 5 years before 2018. Crazy. Alright, so let's get back into this. Just let this go. I predicted all these.
Independence, Missouri. Jeff had never seen anything like it. And again, I've only seen this 2 or 3 times my entire life as well. This is super rare. Look at how that light is just kind of bouncing around up there. It looks like a spotlight coming down out of the clouds up here on top of this tall bank of clouds here.
They're trying to hide it. That's like the chemtrails, the fake clouds are up there. You see those real clouds and then there's those fake ones blocking the view. You can see the outline of it. I should screenshot this. But I want to catch it looking clean.
Again, it doesn't look natural. It looks like something's up there shining is coming down out of the clouds up here on top of this tall bank of clouds here. Again, it doesn't look natural. It looks like something's up there shining a spotlight through the clouds. Here I zoom in a little closer. You can see it kind of wandering back and forth from the left.
I want the other one too.
Some sort, or a mind around the
physics. This was more obvious.
How all this works.
Look how obvious that is. Way more obvious.
How about that? That's not.
I just don't feel like hearing them. I'm interested to see what I'm going to see in this. Can we get it zoomed out? There we go. Oh, it's going to have a stupid mute thing right there, man. That's not the picture. Let me do this right in front of y'all. See, I don't think I did nothing funny. Yeah, this is the zoomed out one. But of course it pauses it. Yeah, I had to pause it then. Alright, it's one good picture. So I want the whole cloud. You'll get the big picture like that. This is the only one I really want to do. The other one wasn't very clear. Now I'll let him continue to blah blah blah.
Format, and you'll be able to see it really good. I uploaded this video 5 years ago, April 14th of 2018, and this is out of Independence,
Inverted format is nothing compared to what I'm going to show you.
Missouri. Jeff had never seen anything like it, and again, I've only seen this 2 or 3 times my entire life as well. This is super rare. Look at how that light is just kind of
Alright, let's see.
around. Look at that. Totally bizarre. This video, once again, is from 2018.
Some objects over there. They're hiding.
Out of Independence, Missouri. Rare phenomena known as crown flash. Seen again almost 5 years later to the day from 2018. Seen again in 2023.
Yep, they're just 4 days later. So I keep predicting it, man, because it's just his cycles, you know. This time I did the major thing on the 19th, so there you go. It happened on that day. It's up to me. It's gonna be close, but it's still gonna be based on what I do. You know what I mean? We had events on both days.
I want to take you guys now to Oklahoma. I received some new photos and video of
Same exact day.
the storms that went through Oklahoma. Photos here.
Like I told you, these storms are cover stories, man. It'll be like wards and stuff like that going on inside of
Here
there
by Eric V.
and above.
What looks like a tornado forming. It looks like the video that was sent in. There's some very low to the ground storm clouds as the storms were rolling through central Oklahoma. There's another view of that first cloud that we just saw that I believe turned into a tornado. And here's some extreme lightning. This is not in fast forward. I know it looks.
You see? What did it say about the Son of Man? He would defeat his enemies with tempest, right? What did that woman say she saw in her dreams? And I've shown you the UFO fleets over and over again. They popped up again on this day as well. That small fleet. And since I didn't really do much like the following day, it really just kind of chilled out. I was just kind of relaxing. And then I started up again on that later post. I think it was the 21st, yeah. So I must have chilled out on the 20th.
Looks like it is, but it is not. This is the original video, exactly how I received it. I didn't enhance this in any way.
They're going at it, man.
This is not in fast forward. I know it looks like it is, but it is not.
It's not in fast forward.
That first cloud that we just saw that I believe turned into a tornado. And here's some extreme lightning. This is not in fast forward. I know it looks like it is, but it is not. This is the original video, exactly how I received it. I didn't enhance this in any way. The colors are all natural.
He didn't enhance it in any way. But what did I do? I amplified my angels. You see? That's why God testifies me. You can even see the outline right there. You can see the outline in the cloud right there.
Natural, bouncing around from purple to green to blue to white. You can see lightning making contact with the ground from time to time. Just very rapid flashes. Again, this is not in fast forward. I have not done anything to this video, and you can hear the wind ricocheting off of his recording device, and that's the original wind and the original video. It looks like it's in fast forward. It looks like it's in fast forward times 10, but it's not. That's the original video footage from the storms that went through Oklahoma.
That's the kind of amplification I have done. And I've shown you the UFO fleets. I've shown you that like a million times. Like on the same day. I'll go to our page and show it to you right now. I don't even gotta go to my page. You know, if I witness of myself, what does that mean, right? Even though Jesus witnessed of me, so when the Son of Man comes, we find any faith. You see, UFO highway. She's seeing them, and then the SpaceX thing blew up on the 20th. UFO fleet popped up again though. Where's the last one? The so-called small fleet. Nope. Here it is. 10 days ago. That's 10 days ago. Let's see. UFO fleet question mark. UFO fleet 2 separate. Yeah, it was the more recent improvement. That was before I chilled out for a while. I'll show you. I didn't even show you this one. Actually, I did. Because the resets were right afterwards, yeah. Great things on the way. Because I had conceptualized it then. Even on my most recent improvement, I had conceptualized it the day before. I just didn't post about it. I don't like the enemy to know too much about what I'm doing. I like to say it after there's nothing he can do about it. See? So I called that UFO fleet improvement. Like I did a lot of other ones too. But that's just the more recent one. And look how they ended up looking. Look at this shit. Try not to shit your pants. You haven't seen them yet. Yeah, that's why they forced me to reset. That's the same amplified group. Now they're like giving off a light like the moon. Because the stars are angels, you know, like the moon is a type of angel as well. I wish they had got this another spectrums. Look at this shit. The amplifiers were all through them. And I remember when the amplifiers first popped up, you can't see them in here because the spectrum's not that good, but you can see their ore reaching into the other ones and amplifying them. Yeah. So a lot more of these kind of footages, but they used to just look like orbs. Now I amplified them. This is when I first started to amplify them, down here. And then she showed the actual fleets and stuff. And it was happening over and over again. Watch, I'll show you when I first started the amplifiers. And then, like, I have a video all about it. You see? Some very strong amplification. See, I never used to make amplifiers. Many great amplifiers, powers amplified. It's a strong amplification. And then all that started happening. This is not even, you see how they got, they don't have that light anymore. That's the same group though. But you can see it if you have good eyes like I do, spiritual eyes. You can see the ore now, watch. You see a little bit more. It looks like water waving, right? And watch, you'll really see it in this spectrum, watch. The spectrum makes it real obvious. This is why I wanted to see the newer one and the different spectrums. You see how they don't have luminosity? The amplifiers giving them that then. Watch, you see? Amplifiers in that back group, that's the same one that has that light now. That's when I first started to amplify it. And then this is like, what's the other one just before it? And then you see, she doesn't get these UFO fleet footage very often. That's why I told her in that one video, you see literally the day after. This is when the UFO fleet started to amplify. And I called it. I keep calling very specific things. Very specific things. Very, very specific things. With great detail, explaining the technology and everything. And y'all still don't give my glory. It's disgusting. You know? I call it like a day to 2 days ahead of time. Nah, it was literally a day ahead of time. When I started the amplifiers. When the fleet pop up, the 31st, 2 days later. Early in the morning. It was really the 30th. So it's like a day or two later. And then they got amplifiers now. You probably can't see them very easily right here, but when she goes to the inspections, you will. Oh yeah, you can see them actually pretty good. You see that Angie around them? They didn't used to have that. It's just typical UFO. They look like typical UFOs, kind of just white. You see no luminosity, and then the amplifiers, boom. They weren't as big and numerous at that point. So there's only like a few of them, or 4 of them, or something like that in that group. So yeah, I've been calling this shit very detailed, very, very detailed. Maybe you guys should start having this kind of reaction.
Holy shit!
Maybe.
Holy shit!
I don't know, if y'all saw things like me, you would understand this is a daily thing. You just don't see it because the clouds hide it.
Shit!
He's just seeing it because it broke through.
Holy shit!
They said people that have heart attacks, their hearts would fail them if they could really see this shit. But some people do get to see it, like he's getting a little bit of a little inkling.
Less
does
than
he have any more of
48
these?
hours ago.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that storm.
incredible. This was one electric storm
Amplified 'em.
that produced tornadoes and large hail and high winds. In fact, they're still dealing with power outages in parts of central Oklahoma. And after the lightning,
That's
you're going to
because-
see a large hailstone that was
Can
sent
we-
in by.
We pause, thank you. And that's why, for example, if you pay attention to the earlier video, it didn't have that kind of like power outages and stuff. The power was stepped up. This dude made me forget what I was even talking about. So, oh yeah, the purple.
Oklahoma less than 48 hours ago. Just incredible. This was one electric storm that produced tornadoes and large hail and high winds. In fact, they're still dealing with power outages in parts of central Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that.
And after the lightning here, you're going to see a large hailstone that was sent in by Heath. His mom, Deborah, found this in South Blanchard, Oklahoma, as the storms rolled through their area again.
Remember,
less than 48 hours ago. I also have one more video to share with you guys from Oklahoma.
remember they said when he would do these things, there would be great hail, great thunder, all these events. That's how I can be very descriptive. The Bible already described a lot of it. And it's just a chain of events from energy exchange through the world.
Oklahoma, the pixelation's kind of heavy here at the beginning. It was a very small video, and I tried to expand it the best I could. It was sent in by Carrie out of Moore, Oklahoma. When I fast forward to where you can see it, she actually saw another tornado. See it right there? Here's some of the pixelation kind of disappeared. You can see the tornado right there that made contact with the ground from her location. She was probably less than 200 yards from that tornado that went through Moore, Oklahoma. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@MrMBB333.com. And if you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large for the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red tab that says "Have a large video."
You ready to see something real? I'm gonna do it straight in front of you. I'm gonna show you what his eyes can't see. Really though? It's not showing my fucking screenshots, bro. Give me a sec. I had to go to recent. I don't know why the fuck it's not in my yeah, okay, so let's start with this one. I'm pretty sure you guys remember me taking this picture, so That's a definitive structure right there. I can already tell. That's looking like a shape. I'm really curious what's going to be visible on these other spectrums. Nothing too obvious yet. Looks like there's something hidden up there. Outline is there. Looks like an individual right here. Yeah, he's there. You can't really see him though. He's off to the right. Not getting much out of this, to be honest. Gotta be able to see more. Kind of disappointed. Nothing too fishy. It looks like there's an object to the right of it though. Like I said, that's what was sitting down. It would sit down next to those other objects to the right. Like right here, that's one. There's another right there. I don't think you can see it though. Yeah, that cloud is really hiding everything. This cloud right here is hiding all that. Doing a good job hiding it too. Shal, you couldn't see that just a second ago. I had to go to 3 to get that person, that humanoid figure, to pop up there. It's hidden behind a cloud. Right here. Hidden behind a cloud. I go to 3, now he's visible. There's something right there, and they don't want us to see it. If we can see it clearly, it'd be very obvious what it is, but you see? Can't see it though. See, normally can't see it. Then I do this, now you start to see. It's a big individual. It's not as clear, nearly as clear as I usually get this stuff. Quite a few little light bodies in there. There's one hidden down here that you can't see. But once I turn this on, now you can't. You see it. All right. There's an outline all along this stuff too. Something over here they're hiding. If I was to look at that video again, I wish I could look at it with this on. Really good. Guess real, of course. Let's go to recent again. Alright, so let's try this other picture since we already did that one. See if there's anything hidden behind these clouds. There's something right here very bright. A lot of brightness behind this cloud that's hiding it. A lot of stuff here that you can't see. Like this is something right here. Something very interesting right here. But you can't see that when you look at it. It just looks like there's a cloud, but there's something behind it. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of light there. They're hiding it. Yeah, I wish I had skipped doing this stuff. Because it's not really showing much. Nowhere near what I wanted to. Not even close. Definitely something there though. You can't see it normally, but it's like that. Something there. Could just be light behind a cloud though. Nothing too special. I tried it though. Now I'm thinking about this one, like I wonder if there's anything in those clouds, but it's cool. I don't want to waste any more time. In case you didn't see the clips, let me show you that real quick. Predicted this like usual. 2013, like I told you, right?
Just incredible.
You're welcome.
Oh, just so thrilled and felt so eerie and the shakes. I just like so surprised and just something like I've never experienced before, really.
It was 2033, 31. 2031 is 13 all over again. I want y'all to understand how bullshit this is right here. I want y'all to understand how bullshit this is right here. Before go on. This is bullshit. How the fuck is it possible for something to see 3 eclipses from the same location? You know how impossible that is? Just imagine the moon, right? It orbits the Earth, supposedly, right? According to NASA bullshit, right? And then, this object, this satellite, is orbiting as well, right? From any fucking location, orbiting Earth, orbiting the sun, whatever, you're not going to get this eclipse three fucking times from one perspective. It's just not going to happen. Say you're looking at the sun from Earth, right? From this location where it had to have been when the eclipse happened, right? To get this footage. It had to have been like in between Earth and the moon so it could see this eclipse happen. So it passes there, or it's moving or whatever, right? Even if it's this perfect, whatever movement it does, say, and then the moon goes by, and you get your eclipse. The moon goes by, it's just like it did on the Earth, it did on this thing. Like, it doesn't matter what angle you change it to, the moon is not going to line up with the sun again. It's not going to line up with the sun again. Say it goes by one direction. I mean, if it did, it would have to be like to the right, like a camera on its right, but the camera never changes. They're acting like they changed the camera angle. They never changed the camera angle. Watch this shit. I'm just gonna show you. I don't want their explanation to confuse you. Watch this. Same angle every single time. The angle of its looking at the sun doesn't change, but the moon somehow gets in front of it 3 times, like a little bit of time. That's basically like it passing over any particular part of Earth 3 times. It's impossible. We're all moving, just like the satellite's moving. There shouldn't be one location that's able to do that 3 times. Oh, he's still explaining bullshit. Can we just see the footage? Thank you. 1, watch. No change in camera, right? No change in camera. And then it's back again. No change in camera. No change in fucking camera. And watch what it does. It goes the other fucking direction. Watch. Other fucking direction. People was asking, how is that possible? And I was straight up told them, I was like, it's not possible. Now no goddamn globe. Like, this is some other shit, man. Like, this is why they need to tell us the fucking truth about everything they know so we can really get this together. Because that's some other shit going on right there, bro. 3 of them, without them changing the angle. If they had changed the angle, you would have saw the camera change. It didn't change. It was all within like hours of each other. Watch. The first one to the other one. Oh, 1 hour, 2, 3, 2 hours later, it comes back again. And then 2 hours. 2 hours later, it comes back again. From a whole nother fucking direction. No camera change, no nothing. No angle change. How the fuck is that possible? That would have happened on Earth too if that was possible. Because we're orbiting the sun or whatever, and this thing's aligned up with this location. And even if it's like around the Earth, spinning or whatever, or moving around the Earth, it shouldn't align up 3 fucking times. Like, it looked like the moon was making it look like it was standing still when it went by. It's ridiculous how people are so stupid to just be like, believe in this shit when their own eyes are telling them it's impossible. It's literally impossible. Like, the camera angle never changed. What was the person that asked, like, it's the first soliloquy, not the last. You don't even know how to word shit, right? Was that possible? So straight up, it's not. As you saw, it didn't make sense. I agree, viewing angle can't cover that BS. It's not possible. It's just not. But somebody else has said something about it too. It's just not possible for that to happen. I'm just gonna let it go on now that you understand. But they pull this over people's faces because it's stupid. People is just absolutely stupid. Magicians got an easier job than this. I mean, it's a harder job. Just imagine that's your viewpoint. That's the sun in front. That's the sun behind. That's space. And then this thing somehow comes in front of you 3 different times within hours. It somehow orbits in front of you 3 different angles. That doesn't work. Not logical. In different directions too. Two times it comes one direction and then it goes in a whole nother direction. Unbelievable. Fucking caveman shit, man. I really feel like I'm on a Planet of the Apes. That the Planet of the Apes is the only explanation for people not understand that this is a lie. That this should not be possible. Only one person, maybe 2 people in that conversation was like, how is this possible? Like, it shouldn't be possible. The explanation didn't work because it didn't change angle. He was saying that it changed angle when he described it. That's why I brought up viewing angle when I talked about it. It shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't. I'm predicting all this stuff to the day, and then this flare I got to the hour. 23 hours ago. Came on here, Tiger Face gave me a love, and somebody gave me 2 thumbs up. Look when the flare happened. That's 17 UTC. What's 12 plus 5 UTC? That's noon. That's noon for me. You'll see it blasted at me around noon. It's one of the few times It actually blasted directly at me because I've had it repel lately. But I guess it was such a big increase and God wanted to really kind of point at me again. So it just pointed directly at me. This is all in UTC. All UTC. I posted a little bit before it happened. I warned people a little ahead of time. I continued to improve afterwards, and I'm pretty sure that's what triggered it. But it seemed like as soon as I posted this, I don't know if their timing is weird, but yeah, it basically, what is that? That's 12 plus 4, that's 16, 17 UTC. 16, 17 UTC. This dude posted this like, literally like, it seemed like minutes later. It was one of those minutes later things. So I don't see how it was 17. It had to have been like, maybe like an hour difference or something like that. I'm not sure. It seemed like identical, the timing. I got to the hour at least. I felt like the minute. Because he posted like minutes after I posted. And people are gonna still just not bat an eye. I trigger the most rarest events. I take like a week off, don't do nothing, really, except reset my machine, come back to working on it. Oh, so you got all this shit happening again. Exactly how I explain it. Amplifiers, amplified the thunder, all that. But it's not like just indiscriminate thunder, it's going for specific targets. Because I had thunder earlier, wasn't especially bad. Look at it, it's just constantly going. See, it was pointed directly at me. I'm mad he's not showing. He should show it. He should show the impact. There, see? But I'm talking about like, you'll see where it's pointed at on the Earth. By the timing alone, you know it's like, it's midday for me when this happened. Because I told you 12 plus 5, 17, midday. It was really a little bit after. It's midday for me, but it's like earlier, like I showed you on the UTC. That's much more than in 1.8. They lie. It might be right though. I don't see any X flares. I mean, I don't see any X. Like an X flare will have an X shape. I think it's just a long burst 1.8. Really though? Let's show where the impact came. Alright, bet. I think he has one of his other videos. Yeah, I think it's... No, I don't even know. It should have been on the other one. I think it was actually Mr. BBB who showed it. That's the flare. I'm gonna pause it after this to show y'all though. It's a full halo, that's why. It didn't even show that. I bet. Let me get on this next part. I want y'all to see that impact. Yeah, I figured it was Mr. BBB. He was the only one that had a video up. You see, it went from silent to this. Pointed directly at me. You see. Went from silent to that. I was trying to show you that, but he already went back to it. See? Ramp it up the other day, and then I ramped it up all the way on the 21st. I'd be calling this stuff, bro, and they're just pointing it like just to the south of me because that's where the sun is. A little past noon. But it started to crescendo at noon. It started to crescendo at noon. Like usual, I predict this stuff, man. We're gonna marry this. I want to show you this one little video. How does this guy think his rocket was gonna flip at 2,000 kilometers per hour? How did he think this thing could flip at 2,000 kilometers per hour? This guy's just trying to, they're crazy, bro. Like, watch when he flips this shit. Starts to flip it around 200 kilometers, man. Crazy. Look at the speed, 18, flipping it. Look at it, it's flipping. You know the G-forces that's putting on that damn thing? If it's real, ain't nothing in reality gonna pull that off. Nothing. I don't care what you make it out of. Like the air friction.
As of right now, we are awaiting stage separation.
You can see it.
Where Starship
even though I don't think this is real.
From Super Heavy booster.
Looks like orbs to me. Look at the speed,
yeah,
man. 70.
Right now, it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously we're seeing from the ground cameras the entire Starship stack continuing to rotate.
It's about to break. Watch. It literally breaks around 2,000 kilometers per hour. This thing is flipping. It's flipping around 2,000 kilometers per hour. And it breaks part of it 21 or 22.
Separation by now. Obviously, this is does not appear to be a nominal situation.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone
that's not spinning.
Everything.
That's not spinning. That's flipping, miss. You can get away with spinning, but flipping, something that's real narrow like that, air's gonna rip it apart. It's like,
Right now, it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously
You see?
we're seeing from the
he just said, he said we saw the start of the flip. He said we saw the start of the flip. But how are you gonna flip at 1900 fucking kilometers per hour? You know how fast that is? It's ridiculous. I'm mad that they got this right here, but they don't tell you what it is in miles per hour. Literally got it in the title. Okay, 1,242 miles per hour. This shit. Get me. Stop playing with me, fool. I gotta go that low just so you don't press the other button. Look at this. 1,242 miles per hour. You think you're gonna just flip? You think you're gonna just flip that thing at 1,242 miles per hour? Crazy. Look at this shit, then it break apart instantly. Instantly. This is over 1,000 miles per hour. Crazy people.
The entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now. Obviously, this is does not appear to be a nominal situation.
No, really.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower
Look
was
at this.
icing on the cake.
2,100. 2,100, a whole nother 60 miles per hour. So it's really like doing like 300, 1,400 actually, or something like that. Shit broke apart and they clapped. Yeah, okay. They wouldn't be clapping if somebody was inside that though. Just remember this though. Remember this.
Holy shit!
Remember that. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Just ask.
Hell of a 30-second hell.
That's all I gotta say.
Holy shit!
You gotta say more?
Holy shit!